Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Fuller RIP. This video was gonna be the Takeda sequel, because I've been playing this character online religiously now. So I'm gonna have that footage that was gonna be for the video in the back of this. But I had a different angle today, because I'm on MK Twitter and I'm on MK YouTube. This game is pretty important to me, this franchise. I like it a lot. It's really what got me to delve deeper into fighting games, because for those who don't know, I started with KI, one of my favorite games of all time, if not my favorite. And then I slowly got exposed to more and more fighting games like Third Strike and MKX, MK11 Injustice, and then I really got deep into it. So with that being said, since I want to see the end of MKX, I have been with this franchise since 2016, mid 2016. So I am kind of a late bloomer. However, that doesn't disvalue my opinion on these guest characters. So for those who don't know, there's been a crazy uproar on multiple social media platforms about T1000 and Ghostface and Conan. So my opinion on this, I kind of touched in it in the reaction video. I like guest characters in these games. I liked Spawn a lot. Obviously, I like Predator. I like them. I think that they add a cool element, and they add people outside of the FGC into these games to play them, which I think is really good. I know multiple people who started playing these games, or no, scratch that. When I booted this up at a friend's house once, I locked in Predator, and they were like, oh shit, Predator's in this game? Oh, they got the Joker in this? Oh, hold on, let me check it out. And then we played for a while, and now they buy the games. Then he bought MK1. So it'd be hypocritical of me to say I don't like guest characters in these games. However, at the same time, it feels like slowly but surely guest characters have become the priority. And that's to say that even in MKX they were prominent, except they were how do I say this? They were prominent and also fit very well into the specific game. And here's what I'm trying to say. Predator and Alien in their movies, fast. Very on your feet, let me kick some ass type of characters. I'd say the same with Jason. I have not seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre ever, so I can't speak on Leatherface, but I can speak on Jason, Predator, and Alien. I don't remember if there was another guest character. I think there was also only 2 per pack, so it was Jason, Leatherface, and then Alien, Predator. The rest were MK characters. So they fit really well in their game. I think the MK11 guest characters fit well in that game. I can see the Omni-Man Homelander, because this game is a lot of flight going on. Even Takeda has a re-jumped sort of situation going on. So I can see that, because it's kind of based around the air a little bit more than past MK games and air combos. So I understand that. But I honestly have no idea what Ghostface does. I've never seen a Scream movie. I don't know what he's going to do in this game. I think Conan, and people have already said this, I'm not just making this up. I feel like Conan is going to be Kotal Khan from MKX and MK11. I think that makes sense. He has a big ass sword. And by the way, I have read the Jason Aaron era of Conan comics, and I thought they're really good. So I know the character actually. I never watched the movie, but I know of the character, and I've spent time with him. So I think his inclusion isn't that bad, because he kind of fills out that archetype. But I don't know what Ghostface is going to bring to the game. I don't know who's the other guy? I don't know what the T1000 is about to bring to the game. Although he's interesting, I think. But I'm not sure what he's going to bring. Same way we were unsure with Omni-Man and Homelander, and they turned out to be okay. I think Omni-Man turned out to be an introductory character, and Homelander, who knows? But yeah, I think that's really where people are getting stuck on, that MK characters are just seemingly being put to the side for these guest characters that have had a spot in MK for a while, whereas they think that Scarlet, Jade, those are just the 2 I see all the time on Twitter, deserve to be in the game, which I agree they do. So my reason for making this video is that's kind of my thoughts on guest characters in the game. If they fit well in the specific game systems, I think they're cool. If they're kind of like random, it's like, okay, this is obviously in here just to sell copies. And I feel like this second combat pack leans more into the sell copies than actually fitting in the game. So that's not a bad thing, but it's kind of like, I'm bummed. I wish we saw some more MK characters. I wish we saw Jade, and there's going to be more. I'd said there's going to be more DLC, but I do think 3 guests and 3 MK characters is a little bit crazy. I can't be the only one thinking that. I know I'm not the only one thinking that. So they can't exactly like change it. I'm not asking for them to change it because obviously there's a plan in place. I just really hope that they hear our feedback that we don't really want crazy amount of guest characters, because I know like the older generation is going to eat this up, but the older generation already is into Mortal Kombat. You know what I mean? I mean, there's obviously some outliers, but I feel like if you're older, and older I'm talking like you were alive when T2 was out and you could see it in theaters. You're old enough to see T2 in theaters. If you're that old, well, scratch that, not that, that sounds a bit insane. If you were around and kicking it when that was in the cinema, you probably have already played MK and either liked it and are playing now, or didn't like it and aren't playing. Granted, will it bring some people back? Probably, but it's not gonna hook my generation. And they already kind of did that with Omni-Man and Homelander and Peacemaker, kind of. I'm not sure who was excited for Peacemaker before it came out, but they kind of already tried that. So I guess this is for the old heads, which I guess makes some sense, but it also feels a slight bit misdirected if they want to like keep the player base growing. You know what I mean? Because like I said, those people are already playing MK and have already bought this, or we're gonna buy it. So I'm a bit confused where the old theme is coming from, because you know the theme in MKX was horror. MK11 was like comic book angle, 80s action angle, maybe just 80s characters, 80s 90s characters, like with Rambo, and Spawn is there too. Joker also could fall under that. So it's just a little bit confusing why they've decided to add these characters into this game. But I'm here for it. I'm obviously gonna buy it. I mean, I want to do this YouTube stuff. Like, I just want to do it, so of course I'm gonna buy it for the content. But that's just my thoughts on the whole situation. I know nobody really specifically asked for it. I just felt compelled to do this since I've seen people sharing their opinions and I have an audience on here. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking about the MK DLC right now. However, when it comes to Takeda, y'all, this character is crazy fun. I'm not gonna lie. If you are still playing this game, I know I said it in the last video, but if you're still playing this game, please get this character. He is so much fun. He may not be top tier, he may not be top 5, but he's still fun, I think. The like whip cancel and then doing all that, getting that down and being able to do that is so much fun. So yeah, with all that being said, this latest patch on top of Takeda has just been really good. I think the game is headed in a great direction gameplay wise, and I'm super excited to see what they do next. And people are always going to have their own opinions on this game. It's just how it is with the nature that we live in, social media and all that. So I just want people out there to remember that you are entitled to your own opinion. You don't have to like go off of somebody else's. You don't have to listen to anybody else. You can have your own opinion, however, expect backlash. I know people say that you're entitled to it like I just did and all that, but if you say your opinion, you're not exempt from people disliking it. And that's kind of what I've seen unfold on Twitter and stuff, is people just assuming that they're going to be correct, flaming other people over guest characters in Mortal Kombat. Hold on, that's what we're talking about right now. We're not talking about anything serious. We're talking about guest characters in Mortal Kombat. I love Mortal Kombat. You probably love Mortal Kombat if you're watching this, or at least like it and want to see what's up with the game, the community has to say. It's not that serious. I think we can all agree there's no reason to be getting super heated over this topic. And that's the message of this video. It's been Fooler RIP. Fooler RIP, RIP Fooler, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Take care of gameplay for sure.